Test 1, 2. Test. What was that you were saying earlier?
We're live.
Always.
Do it live.
Always ready.
Always ready. 3097 Seconds Space Boys podcast.
Is that the Eagles slogan?
With the football fucking team?
Sure.
Okay, you don't even know what you're talking about, do you?
I thought
Space Boys podcast. Here's your host, Joe Skelly, and my co-host sometimes, whenever he decides to show the fuck up, Tyler, I don't fucking know.
I was aiming for baseball, I was thinking, but then I couldn't think of anybody.
Or were you talking about the fucking band, the Eagles?
Yeah, I knew that.
Did they even have a slogan?
No. Do they? Hotel California, the Satanic song.
Oh my God. All right.
Yep, let's keep going.
So what are we starting off with today? We're going to do our thank yous to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, ring the bell.
No. Don't ring the bell ever.
Don't ring the bell.
Never ring the bell.
Never ring the bell.
So, like and subscribe though.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Get on your platform. Give us a 5-star rating.
Yeah. Tell your dad.
Today's sponsor is once again, not Joe Rogan's podcast.com. Check those guys out. They're pretty sweet.
Funny. Hilarious.
Charismatic. We appreciate them sponsoring the show.
Slightly uneducated. A little bit.
Once again, not Joe Rogan's podcast.com.
Right. So we had the Snoop Dogg wine today.
Oh, yeah, we did. We had a little of that red Snoop. You don't like wine anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The white wine's okay. Wait, no. That honey stuff we drank? The
Viking
mead stuff?
The mead. You like Viking mead.
That's not bad.
That's pretty fucking good.
Honey, anything with honey is always good, right?
That's right. And if you can make wine out of honey, why not? That's amazing.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
So why do they call it mead?
I don't know. It's honey wine.
Call it honey wine. Or wine with honey. It's less confusing.
I don't know. That's just what it's called. And that's...
You know how excited I was when I heard that you could buy mead in a store?
Oh, I bet you were super excited.
Yeah.
I used to know a couple of cats that used to make it.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
As I understand, it was pretty good. They had a batch that they was called Baby Maker.
That's not appropriate.
That's what they called it.
That's not appropriate for the show. What the fuck just happened?
If you drank it, somebody was getting pregnant.
Oh, no. That depends on which country you're in. Oh, no. What just happened?
He went sideways right off the rim.
I was like, wait, what?
Hey, girl, go get you a glass of Baby Maker.
Oh, no. You know, there are tons of babies that have been made under the influence.
Oh, I'm very sure of that. Very, very sure of that.
All right, let's move on before we start going in places. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Take us somewhere else.
Let's go.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Wait, I'm going to take us somewhere since we're already on the baby making.
All right, take me somewhere.
I did watch that for entertainment purposes by choice of the Mega Beast, which is why I didn't watch the Machina movie yet.
All right.
That movie with Vince Vaughn where he sires 532 children.
Oh, yeah. I remember you were telling me about that.
Did you ever see that?
No, sir.
That seemed like an old movie, kind of.
Probably was.
You know why nobody saw it? Because they didn't. I don't know. Because they don't take him seriously. That was basically my question.
No, because everybody wants him in a comic role.
Right, and he was still in a comic role. It was weird.
Okay.
It was awkwardly weird. Could you imagine siring 530 kids?
No.
Is that the word, siring? That sounds like a horse term.
You know who else did that?
Who?
Genghis Khan.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a gangster, though.
Well, and then they did DNA tests on everybody in Europe. And there's a huge portion of Europe that's genetically related to Genghis Khan.
Oh, yeah. People are always surprised. Oh, excuse me. I find it funny when people are always surprised at all the little weird things that we learn about that excessive people do, right?
Like what?
Like you hear majority of Genghis Khan is, hey, I conquered and killed and
raped and pillaged his way across.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But nobody again talks about how many babies he has where you're like, oh, he's got like 500, you know, or you're like, oh, Genghis Khan, he liked to collect silk underwear. You know, like there's these weird quirks that everyone has, right? And
you know what stopped the entire Mongol invasion of Europe?
The plague?
No.
What?
He died.
That's it? He
died
and everyone went home?
No, so what happens is they all had to go home to pick the new leader.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
You couldn't just vote out in the field?
They gave up all their ground.
Bro.
And went home to vote on a new leader.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They needed to be more
That's what
like
saved Europe.
they needed to be more like those people on that TV show with the dragons, where they were just voting new kings in every time somebody chopped somebody's head off.
Right. Or, the other thing that saved Europe was Vlad Tepes.
Is that like the Impaler?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, well, he also saved Europe, yeah.
He saved Europe.
Because he impaled 10,000 Persians. And
they were Persians.
Yeah, and they decided that Persia was going to invade Europe, and then they came across Vlad Tepes, and they saw the 10,000 impaled Persians, and they turned around and went home.
That's like some 300 shit. That's like some kamikaze win shit.
Yeah. So, yeah,
all right, well.
in theory, Vlad Dracul.
But now our president hangs out on Twitter. I'm just putting that out there. Not to be mean. I could have put somebody else on blast, but I'm picking our own people.
Right.
We're not making fun of anybody.
Too different.
It's just very
it's not the same.
Different leadership here.
They're not the same.
Yes, I'm very concerned right now.
Right.
I'm a little bit scared.
They're not the same.
No.
Here's some weird facts about Romania.
Okay.
70% of all bears that live in Europe live in Romania. And
what?
Something like 85% of all wolf populations in Europe live in Romania. Because their forest in Romania has never been cut down. It's a primeval forest, right? So when you read the Hansel and Gretel stories and they talk about the deep, dark, scary forest, that's really the forests of Romania.
It's also the forest in The Hobbit. Just so we're clear.
Okay.
No, I don't. That's not
he
true.
just made that shit up.
So we're very clear. I'm joking.
Right.
Please don't tell people that you think that the forests and the hobbits in Germany are the same thing.
It's not even Germany. It's Romania.
Whatever,
so you fucked that all up too.
Romania and Germany doesn't matter. It's not my problem because we don't know.
Right.
I don't know. So, have you been to that forest, Mr.
I have not,
Life Explorer?
But I have friends that have been there.
Oh, God.
As a matter of fact, they were driving through the forest on this road in the middle of the night with a fully lit moon. And he said it was the creepiest thing in the fucking world because these are just massive, massive trees with massive root systems that just go all over the place because it's untouched forest.
Would you be afraid of the Bigfoot?
If there's a Bigfoot in Europe, he's probably living in Romania.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That'd be the perfect place. Who the fuck's going to find him?
I don't know. Even nobody wants to go to Romania, maybe.
I would go.
No, I'm saying, like, is it a tourist trap there?
Well, it's
not a party place, is it? That I'm aware of.
There are some places there, I think, that are probably party places. But here's the thing: it's such it's expensive to get there.
Oh,
but once you're there,
why?
Just because it's not on the, it's not easy to get to, right?
Oh, no, I don't know. Why isn't it easy to get to?
You got to take a couple planes. It's not like you can fly directly to Romania, right?
Oh, okay.
You got to fly to like Germany or France or England, and then you got to hop a plane from there to Romania. You know what I'm saying? There's no direct flight, so that makes it
interesting.
Harder to get to. But as I understand, it's all these tech companies from around the world are moving to Romania because they have 5G free Wi-Fi everywhere you go in the country.
About this.
Everywhere you go in the country, it's like the highest speed internet in the world.
Why are they doing it that way there?
Because they needed to build their economy some way, right? Not a war machine.
If they juice it with the internet, everyone there can use the internet to make money?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. And that's why all these high-speed tech companies are moving to Romania.
I heard the same thing about Korea, about how they have infrastructure with the internet is just crazy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everywhere you go, it's... And we talked about the whole League of Legends account thing. You have to have a bank account to get a video game account. That's wild to me. Because they take that shit so seriously on video games with their zero ping.
Oh, right. And well, they don't want no fucking scumbags over there, right?
That's wild.
So I would go to Romania just to visit, dude, because dude, as I understand, like every town had a castle in Romania.
Yeah.
Right. So you can go and buy a castle in Romania for like $40,000.
Jesus.
Yeah. Right. They're like, oh, we got like 300 of these things. Yeah, sure. Buy one.
Wow. Well, I want to do that then.
That would be pretty fucking sweet to have your own fucking castle.
Yeah, and paintball in it.
I wouldn't paintball in it.
Or something.
Nah.
Maybe some airsoft.
Dude, murder mystery nights.
Water slides. Oh, murder mystery nights. I'm down for that.
Have your own dungeon.
Oh. You're getting dirty. It's getting dark. It's getting dark in here.
Yeah. So I have a new business proposition.
Oh, God. That's right. We've been waiting for this.
Yeah. I got a new business.
All right.
I'm giving this one away.
Okay.
It's called Surprise Jesus.
Oh, fuck. We're going to hell. Not together, but we're going.
Look, you get a guy just like Jesus.
No,
and you can rent him
goodness.
for like corporate meetings or birthday parties. And Jesus just shows up and goes, surprise, I'm back.
Oh,
But then I was like, dude, let's make this even crazier.
oh
And
no.
we'll strap stun guns to his arms underneath his robes
No.
so he can point his hands at people and shoot the darts and electrocute people.
Oh my God.
Like Senator Palpatine.
Fuck. We're going to get removed from the internet. Cancel culture and all that jazz.
Surprise!
Somewhere a Christian is turning off our fucking podcast right now.
Probably.
Fuck, dude. Hold on a second.
You don't think that would catch on?
My head. Fuck. Were you watching the
throwing
Ghostbusters
it-
when you came up with this idea? What the fuck is happening?
Listen, surprise! Jesus shows up to the quinceañera.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck. But what the fuck is happening? Okay.
Listen, all those
Oh,
kids
God, looks like
would
my
be
chair's
scared
breaking.
shitless. They're like,
Oh my God.
Josefina was having her quinceañera. Jesus showed up.
Shit. Is this a scared straight program? Oh no.
Somebody could put that to good use out there.
Now who could you imagine that pops off? And like you
I'll be
no,
mad
listen.
as fuck that I gave it
So-
away.
So it pops off, right? Right? And just picture this. I'm seeing like a 5-car garage, like 15, 20 Jesuses show up, right? They don't follow protocol because you know humans are just fucking dumb. So some of them are wearing the Jesus shoes or whatever they are.
Right.
Somebody's got Crocs on,
Right.
Somebody's got flip-flops on, and you're like, what the
Did you
fuck?
see? My man's wearing Jerusalem cruisers.
Right. And like, so, right, you've got like fat Jesus, you've got like cokehead Jesus,
Oh my God.
you've got muscular Jesus, you've got Jesus that's just doing this until his Elvis impersonation thing pops off. So he fucking has like,
The chops.
yeah, with the Jesus wig,
Yeah.
right? Because he's got to like squish his pomp under it.
What if you double booked and two Jesuses show
Oh
up?
my God. What the fuck is wrong with this shit today? I need more Snoop Dogg garbage wine. And I didn't even see that one move, by the way, just so we're very clear.
Yeah,
I saw the other one's story about the Snoop Dogg one. I expected that motherfucker to jump up and do a crip walk, and he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
I'm sad.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Fucking hold on, I'm still on the
Him
Jesus
and Martha
thing.
Stewart
Hold on.
kicking it.
Oh fucking Christ! You knew he was. Wait, hold on. Oh God, fuck! Don't get us on tangents. But listen, my guy, that proof right there is just that Martha Stewart's way more gangster than he is. Let's move on. So who is? Oh, okay. So we got to finish. So you have all those dudes, and they show up, right? This dude walks out of the room, and he's like, here's this, here's this, here's this. Everybody takes a receipt, some sort of paperwork, where they're going, what kind of party it is, the info thing. Now you're like, well, why didn't they just email it? Because, it's the year of whatever. Well, duh, he's got to check their outfits. So, if they don't have the correct outfit, he's got to go over to the trunk, open it, and give them the loaner JC. Here you go, JC. Well, I don't really want to wear these because Mike wore them last week and he threw up on them. I don't care. You forgot your fucking shoes.
You can't show up in your Adidas tracksuit.
Right.
It doesn't work.
Put these fucking shoes on and don't forget your shit tomorrow.
Right.
Right? So that's the only reason he didn't email this shit out.
Right.
Then he hands them.
So he can expect all the surprise
Right. So he's
Jesus.
got to inspect them. There's like one dude over here who's like a little overweight. He's like, listen, pal. Jesus was walking. What the fuck have you been doing?
Right. You need to get on the treadmill,
Right.
homie.
You better do something.
Right.
And
Walk
then-
to Galilee.
So he passes out all the scripts, the papers. They leave, and then he walks back inside and sits down in front of the TV, and that's his whole job, and he owns the company. That's what you just gave away. I just wanted you to know that.
I know.
So also, the other thing that I want to know is, what other services do they offer? Because I know it's not going to be just Jesus. So who else can do
Well,
the
that's all I got
party?
so far.
Well, like what? So like on what level is this? Because this is Jesus. Are we adding Buddha in there?
Well, not too many people know who Galpta Siddhartha is.
Oh, That's
right?
not good.
Some skinny dude wrapped in an orange sheet showed up. Everybody might be like, "Oh, it's the Dalai Lama."
Right. Right.
He's like, "No, actually, I'm Gyalta Siddhartha, the first Buddha."
Yeah.
That
Send in
it just
Suzuki.
it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, maybe you're right. What about well, we already have old Saint Nick. So, man, your plan is built on a very solid foundation. Ghostbusters did it. Conan did it. Spider-Man's still doing it.
Right.
Batman's still doing it.
Yep.
Hmm.
This might be a moneymaker.
Or some white guy in a very nice truck's going to run our asses over on the street. And he's going to have a fish sticker on the back of his car.
Right, on the back of his car.
Which isn't even right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it doesn't even match the religion that he wants to claim.
Mm.
Okay, so let's get the hell out of this dirty
All
hole.
right, move on.
Take us somewhere else.
Well, that's what I have
we're,
for right
we're
now.
on the Jerusalem thing, the Jerusalem cruisers.
The Jerusalem cruisers.
Listen, so let's go back to having a bunch of children.
What about it?
Okay, so first of all, the movie was amazing because the dude walks around and tries to interact with his kids without telling them. I mean, that's not amazing.
But I mean,
that's fucking crazy.
Come on, just because you're father to a kid doesn't make you a father.
No, absolutely. But here's my question: if the dude finds out, 20 years later,
stalkerish.
It is. But wouldn't the curiosity get the better of you? That you want to know where your kid is? Now, mind you,
the fact that he found out is wrong all to begin with.
It was because the kids sued to see him. They were suing the facility or whatever because the facility is the one that made the mistake. Now, listen, besides the whole Vince Vaughn thing and that it was a pretty actually crazy movie and whatever, I found this a few days later.
What's that say?
It says, sperm donor who fathered 550 children ordered to stop.
Fathering kids?
Yes. A Dutch man suspected of fathering more than 550 children worldwide through sperm donations has been ordered to stop. Yeah.
Did he have a genetic defect that he failed to tell everybody about?
Oh, no. I think they just don't want that many of him running around.
Oh, I could see that.
I mean, bro, 550. Was that... Now, mind you, that movie's got to be older, and that thing just hit the thing. You think they're related? I mean, it's pretty thin.
That's real thin.
It's thin.
But I mean, think about this. And we were talking about this off mic because I was doing that whole genealogy thing, right? Trying to figure out my family history, right?
Right.
And I told you, like, the most important thing of, like, I thought it came from the small family. That's what started this whole quest, right? And then you find out the amazing thing, right? I'm here today, right?
Right.
How did I get here today? And then I had to think about what my family's history has survived throughout history in order to get me to this point today, right? It survived World War I, World War II, the bubonic plague, the Spanish flu, countless invasions. It survived the Crusades. It survived, you name all these crazy things that have happened throughout world history that have almost been ending to world history. Think about how many people died in the Crusades.
Right.
In Europe during the plague, right? How many people died? It killed like one out of every 3 people in Europe.
Right.
Right. Speaking of Romania, I just found out like people in Romania would be digging up their backyards to plant crops and stuff and come across plague pits where they were burying all the plague victims. Right. And you got
that's healthy for the soil.
Right. Well, you had to report that shit. So a lot of these people are just burying it back up and they're like, didn't find
no
that.
garden for us. I guess we're doing an above ground.
No, right.
They're like, oh, you're going to put it in a box? No. It's going to be above ground.
Above ground,
it can't touch the ground.
Or, there are people that I've heard in countries, they'll be digging to build their house, right? And they come across these things from ancient antiquities. And if you do, right, you're supposed to report it to the authorities. All building has to stop, right? Then they start excavating. And these people are like, fuck that. And they build a wall around the house and they just start incorporating that shit into the wall that they're building around the house and never fucking reporting it.
Oh.
Right? Because they're like, fuck, I'm not going to stop building my fucking house because I dug this shit up.
Right. They don't care. We're losing history.
Well, and would you want to lose all the money you invested in a house?
No.
Well, there you go.
Put the bodies back, darling. Put them back.
Just bury that shit back there.
Nobody's looking anyways.
We never saw this.
Grab the gold, the body's back. Right. Anyways.
I mean.
So that's a little bit wild though. How did we get here?
I don't know. You were talking about fathering 500 kids, but
ridiculous.
It's like, and again, he's extending his, like, if you want to talk about, even though they're not really related to him other than through DNA, right? Now he's spreading his DNA out, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
now,
you know all
like,
those studies about saying though kids will turn out just like you even without you.
oh
That's
yeah,
pretty scary.
right. It's
But
all
it's
that
true.
genetic memory we talked about, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like people that getting heart transplants and all of a sudden they're having memories
Goddamn
of stuff
Assassin's Creed.
that they never experienced, right? And then they go to the donor family and they're like, hey, did the donor ever do this, this, this? And they tell them, oh yeah, they did all these things. He's like, why do I have these memories and I never did these things?
Yeah. That's creepy as fuck.
Right?
I'll take no fake livers for 300. No, that's just it's scary. It's
Is
scary.
it? Why is it scary?
Because I'd rather have the robot one. That's why.
You would rather have a robot liver?
Without the memories
Oh,
of
without the memories. Well, what if they can make you a liver out of your own DNA?
or to grow it like a beanstalk.
Yeah, and then you would never reject it.
Yeah, right. That'd
and
be
it'd
good.
be your own memories and you wouldn't have to worry about it, right? That's what they're
creepy.
talking about, doing all this stem cell research that everybody's up in arms with, right?
Yeah, they've been going at that for a while, huh?
But my thing is, like, look, you lost an arm. Let's say we could regrow your arm. So you would never have to have prosthetics again.
That's quite crazy.
Why is that crazy?
It's just crazy.
It would be your own arm.
Some television shit.
That's television shit. Okay.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not stuff we're seeing yet, and it's crazy to think about. It's outside the norm of thought.
All right.
You know, we can philosophize for it all day, but
All righty then.
you know what I'm saying.
What's crazy to me is the only planet in the universe that's occupied by robots is Mars.
Daddy Elon's Mars.
Dude,
He probably got a Walmart up
you know why
already.
he started that coin called Mars coin, right?
Because he's getting ready to go to Mars.
And he wanted that to be the official currency of Mars.
How's that doing?
I don't know. I haven't even looked at it lately.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah, Mars already has its own currency.
so does everyone else. So I guess why not?
Why not?
Fuck it. We're all about to have a Chinese currency, so here we go.
No, that ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen.
You don't think that I was
Never.
just talking about that
Never.
with a friend.
And
So you
let
don't
me
think that
explain
all
this.
digital thing's gonna happen?
No, the Chinese currency taking over as the world currency is never gonna happen. And I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because all those billionaires that live in China have to stay in China because that's the only place that accepts that currency. The moment the Chinese government opens up or the world accepts the yuan as the international currency, all those billionaires are going to leave China. What's going to happen to their economy? It's going to fucking crash. They'll never let that happen.
I didn't know they had a big economy.
Well, it's all based on the billionaires that live there.
Hold on a second. So this whole thing that, yeah, we're in left field.
Totally left field.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's reel it back.
reel it back.
Yeah. So you father 500 kids. Do you go to like the weekend bowling things?
No, bro.
You're just like, fuck it. You guys are DNA specimens.
If I'm going to pop off to get paid, do you really care about the end result of what happens?
Really?
If you do, then you're in the wrong line of work,
Oh, no, ain't no doubt about that.
right?
No,
think,
yeah.
Think about women that
I mean,
sell
there's,
their eggs.
again, I'm not.
Think about women that sell their eggs.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I'm not.
Do you think they're trying to track down that egg and see what happened to it?
Right.
Dude, you're the wrong person because you're not supposed to have that emotional tie to that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I agree. That's a good observation. Let's leave that at but you should go watch they should go watch the Vince Vaughn movie because it's nice to see Vince Vaughn not being a dumbass.
Okay.
I mean, he's still a dumbass in the movie, but you get my point.
Yeah, I got you.
So let's talk about a different one.
All right.
No, actually, I don't like the other ones that I have. I had the Harrison Ford wash my car story. Adam Sandler, do you see that?
No.
Adam Sandler talks about Harrison Ford, how he met him right after he did Billy Madison or whatever.
Okay.
Harrison Ford comes up to him and is like, hey, man, I really like you. You're pretty funny. My kids think you're hilarious. Do you think you come over and wash my car and let them see you doing it because it would be funny? Right.
Really?
At a party. And Adam Sandler was like saying, he's like, I'm at this party with Pacino and fucking just everybody who's everybody. And Harrison Ford walks up and says this. And he was like, okay, I'll do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he said he never got to it, but he said they're still buddies.
That's funny as shit.
Right.
And look, and if you're baller enough to think, I mean, because he obviously thought that would be like a funny prank, right?
Right.
The kids look out the window and there's Adam Sandler just being a clown washing his car.
Right. That is an epic prank.
His kids would be like, oh my God, Dad, Adam Sandler's outside washing your car. You'd be like, no,
it's
he's
Billy
not.
Madison.
Billy Madison's washing the car. You'd be like, no, he's not.
Right.
Right. That'd
That
be
would
pretty
be
fucking
epic.
funny.
And basically Adam Sandler was like, the dude's a pimp. He can do what he wants. So I wasn't even mad. He's like, now we're friends. It's like, that's pretty funny.
That's a cool guy to be friends with.
Yeah.
Han Solo, bro?
Would you wash his car if he asked? Because he thought it'd be cool?
Yes.
It's even a nice setup too.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's not even being a dick. If he was being a dick, I mean, it's a good hide.
Right.
If you're really just into weird fetishes, you got random dudes washing your car, bro. I get it, but at least you got a good cover-up story.
Listen, if I could act the fool and do whatever I wanted while I was washing the car,
right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I would have a blast with that.
It's probably an awesome car too.
Right.
Or the Millennium Falcon.
Or Adam Sandler shows up to your house with like a dog grooming van.
Oh my God.
This is my side gig in between movies. I groom dogs.
Jesus, right. He's a goofy dude, man. You see him walking down the street in those pictures. It doesn't look like he looks like he got dressed out of the Goodwill and he's eating pickles. Like that's the last picture I saw of Adam Sandler, quote unquote, real life.
Out in public.
Right, eating pickles.
Have you ever heard the Bill Murray stories?
About
how Bill Murray would just randomly walk around New York and crash people's parties?
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm dead serious. Yes.
So what does he do?
Like Bill Murray was famous for just crashing people's parties and just showing up.
He seems like he would be that guy.
Or show up to a bar and be like, hey, can I bartend?
Yeah.
And wild stuff like that.
Right.
And everybody would be like, you look like Bill Murray.
He's like, no, that's not me, man. Right. I've been here the whole time.
Right.
I could just see him doing having a whole spiel for it.
Oh, dude, he was super famous for just randomly showing up and crashing house parties and things.
Wow.
House fucking, and like one time the cops, I think he was the one I read about was like he was at a house party and it was getting crazy and the cops came, right?
Yeah.
And they were filming it, and the guy went to the front door, and he's like, dude, I'm sorry this party got out of control, but Bill Murray showed up to the house, and it got fucking wild as fuck, and the cops were like, fucking bullshit, stop lying, we're gonna shut this party down, and then Bill Murray walks up to the door, he's like, hey guys, what's going on? And
wow.
The cops were like, Mr. Murray!
We're sorry, sir. We'll leave you here.
Right. And
love that Ghostbusters. See you later.
Dude,
right.
I would love to throw a party and just have Bill Murray show up.
Bro, I just want to buy his clothes, man. Have you seen his clothes?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen his clothes for real? I thought you were messing with me.
No.
Yeah, no, he's got a full line. He makes like golf clothes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
And it's pretty fancy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Pretty fancy stuff. Yeah, he's hilarious. I like how they had his cameo in that zombie movie. And then that dude offed him because he got scared.
Yeah.
And then like fast forward 2 movies later, and that bitch is like, "We don't want to get Bill Murray." And he's like, "What's that mean?" Some idiot shot Bill Murray because he was joking. What a retard! Like, oh, fuck, that's awkward. That is awkward. Bill Murray seems like the guy who would survive the apocalypse, though.
Oh,
like tell his jokes to get through the street type shit.
Oh, without a doubt.
Bro.
Or like he'd figure it out.
Dude, if you're the type of guy who's legit crashing New York parties, and that's Bill Murray, not De Niro. De Niro just waking up in people's houses, right? Bill Murray's like the life of the party.
Oh, without a doubt.
He's like, I don't even have, they're like, you want a beer? He's like, no, I'm just here to be a pimp.
Pretty much.
Right.
Pretty much,
I can see it. I think he was considered one of the favorites.
For just walking up and taking over a DJ station.
Right, because you can. Who wouldn't do that though? Like if
you know how many celebrities would not do that? You know what I'm saying? Because
man.
they're above it all, or they don't want that attention.
I was thinking the other way is, and they'd be afraid.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's got to be celebrities out there who can act but can't go in public.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
I'm sure.
Like, so they're not. That's what I'm saying. Like his social skill to go to that any level and just be like, "Hey guys, I'm the shit. I'm still here." I don't think it's all ego, because isn't he famous? Like, was he comedy first before he did movies?
He started off on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, so he is comedy.
Yeah.
So he's like the type of dude who's like the fucking front and center. I'm going to be funny, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So he takes the whole cake. He's got balls for days. He escapes the zombie apocalypse.
But think about it, like one of his first big movies was Caddyshack, right?
Right.
Where he plays,
was it?
Where, yeah, he plays like the groundskeeper, right? I mean, he did
Right.
all those weird 70s, 80s movies, right? But he was never the main role. It wasn't until like Ghostbusters where he probably had like a leading role in one of those weird movies, right?
Right.
And but they're classic, and everybody remembers him because his roles were so fucking funny and goofy, right?
Right. Yeah. He seems like to be the favorite in Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Which I get it, but no.
Who would you say was the main character then?
I mean,
it wasn't the guy that played Egon. You know, Dan Aykroyd was up there, right? I mean,
I don't know.
Who was another Saturday Night Live guy, right?
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But Dan Aykroyd was also the Blues Brothers.
So I knew that part. The Mega Beast is always joking about that because I like the comedians that come from those shows, but I don't watch those shows. Like
Gotcha.
Saturday Night Live and all
I'm
that
not a
jazz.
fan of that.
No, I don't understand that comedy, really. Plus, I feel like you have to be really versed in current pop culture to understand it. And unless I'm wrong, because aren't they just talking about updated shit that's happening in the news?
A lot of it, yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah,
And
so
some of it's characters that
so
they created.
you have to
like,
be
like Eddie Murphy created a bunch of characters that he played on Saturday Night Live.
those ones are fun. Stewart, I don't know what show he was on, but that kid was fucking weird and funny.
That was Living Color.
Why do you know that?
Because these are shows I grew up with.
Oh, in Living Color was also Jim Carrey, right?
Yes,
Dude, there you go. And Wayne, what's his name? Wayne's
the Wayans brothers.
No, their dad. I thought it was their dad, right?
No, the Wayans brothers were also, but they also
Who's
had
the guy that played Major Payne?
Oh, that's Damon Wayans, isn't it?
Isn't he their father, or
No,
is he their older brother?
He's one of their brothers.
Oh, he's their older brother?
Yeah, he's one of the brothers there.
Oh, there's a bunch of brothers.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 of them.
I always thought he was just like maybe the dad because he was
No,
so
he's
much
not the dad.
older.
He's like,
He
you
seemed
gonna
like
eat
he was.
them vittles?
Oh, dude, he's freaking hilarious. But he was on.
Payne, the boogeyman's in my closet, and then he shut
Right.
that fucking closet up. He's like, if he in there, he ain't very happy now.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a good character. Yeah, I didn't know those guys were related. I didn't know those guys were same generation. The brothers, like they're all brothers.
Yeah. They're a couple of them.
Really?
Yeah.
The Baldwins, huh?
Oh, dude, there's like 900 Baldwins.
Oh my goodness.
What are you Googling over there?
No, Ernie Hudson,
Okay.
Winston Zeddemore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him. And no, I really did like the other guys. I don't know. Bill Murray's okay in the Ghostbusters. I'm not saying, but I don't know. Was his character in the cartoon? His character in the cartoon was the same kind that Bill Murray was. Did you ever notice that? I mean, I guess they wrote it that way. But...
Well, I never watched the cartoon, so I can't speak to that.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah.
I can't speak to that.
He was always like the I'm screwing off guy. I'm being goofy guy. That's what he does the whole Ghostbusters movie. He's like, let's go do a job. And then the minute they hang out with the chick, he's off with the girl and the other dudes are doing all the work.
Oh, see, I wasn't privy to that.
No,
Do you remember the WWE cartoon?
The WWE
The
cartoon.
WWF
like
cartoon with like Hulk Hogan and all that. They had like a Saturday
It was
morning.
a cartoon.
Oh, yeah, they had a cartoon.
No, was it good?
It was it was what you would expect, I guess.
Was it like current wrestling in a cartoon mode, or was it a whole different storyline like comics?
It was like comics. It was like the wrestlers. I don't know. I don't remember all of it. I just remember there was.
They just did their own thing, huh?
Yeah.
Did they look good?
No, they looked like He-Man characters.
Oh,
I don't know. You'll have to Google it. Google it. Since you're on your Google foo.
That art, that kind of cartoony art was in vogue then.
It was in vogue.
Whatever,
right?
So that's pretty funny. I liked.
Did I? Oh, speaking of cartoons, did I ever tell you the fucked up, scary ass story about the fucking Smurfs?
No.
So there's a guy, and he was talking about he was in school in Germany, right, when he was a kid.
Okay.
Because his parents were living in Germany, so he was in school in Germany, right?
All right.
And this is before like the internet and things like that. And they would get little prizes in class, right? And at that point in time, they had like the little Smurf pencil tops.
Yeah, I remember
right?
those. I
And
think
he had one, and the teacher saw it and flipped out on him. She's like, "Do you want to know the truth about the Smurfs?" And he's like, "Okay." And so allegedly, what the Smurfs came from, right, was little kids would wander off into the woods in the winter, right, and they would die from the cold. And then when they would find them in the spring, right, they would pull the bodies up, and there would be the mushrooms underneath the bodies, and that's what the Smurfs lived in, right? And the reason the Smurfs were blue were from the blood that drained through the bodies into the yeah, and they were the souls of the dead children. Oh yeah, that's what his German teacher told him. That's where the Smurfs came from.
All right. Is that true? Did we send our non-fact checkers to fact check that?
I'm just telling you. I watched this interview where this guy was telling the story.
Oh, it's like an interview. You saw like people talking about this.
Well, he was just telling this story. This guy was just telling this story about his experience in this when he was in grade school in Germany.
Oh no, it's his experience, and then that's legit. I mean, that's what he was told.
And that's what the German teacher told him. That's where the
What
Smurfs came from.
the fuck?
Just see, oh, there's the pictures of the.
There it is, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Actually, it looks more like a Stretch Armstrong.
oh, he does. He does. These don't look like wrestlers at all. You were right. This is like a full-on cartoon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look, there's a whole bunch of them. Dude, I don't know any wrestlers when I do see them. I definitely can't tell who these guys are right now. What the fuck, bro? When was this taken down?
Probably in the 80s sometime.
Oh yeah, 85 to 86. It was only on for a year. I was one.
And then afterwards, probably that's when Hulk Hogan did that show where he was driving around in a speedboat.
Right, that was a good one with the guy who kind of looked like Van Damme but wasn't.
Right.
Thunder something.
Thunder was it? It wasn't Thunder Kiss, but it was Thunder something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Thunder Blast or
Thunder Blast.
He was gonna go hook up with Hasselhoff, and they were gonna run on the beach with
right.
Pamela.
Thunder Blast sounds like not that at all. It sounds like something else really terrible.
No, because it was written in those cool '80s letters. Remember?
Yeah.
So it had to be something fast.
Yeah.
The Smurfs.
And their cigarette boat hauling around. Hey, I can't come save you. You're a mile inland.
Oh my god.
My boat won't go there.
I can't help you. You're gonna have to swim the rest of the way.
By the way,
did he ever actually swim in that show?
No.
The big guy?
No, he never swam.
Because I only remember from that show the intro. I can't actually remember any of the show because it was that bad. I think my brain's just
said,
like,
I'm not going to
don't
accept this
remember
information.
Yeah.
Hey,
my brain's remembering NWO over that, okay, for Hulk Hogan.
Right.
That's
Right,
the
with
only
the black
time,
mustache Hulk Hogan.
That is the only time I thought Hulk Hogan was slightly okay is when he started NWO and just started hitting people in the head with a bat.
What about in Thunder Lips when he was in Rocky?
No.
You don't remember him from the Rocky movie?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I remember him, but he obviously got his ass beat because he wasn't that important.
Well, he was whipping Rocky's ass for a little bit.
For a little bit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was that the fifth one with that kid too?
No, it was like the first or the second one. How about, so you're familiar with children's fairy tales, right?
No.
Like, like Hansel and Gretel and all those fairy tales, Jack and the Beanstalk and all that other stuff.
Right.
They originally came from fairy tales from Germany called Grimm's Tales.
Yeah, those are the original weird ones.
Yeah, have you ever read those?
Yeah, we had to do them for German in elementary school.
They're pretty fucking terrifying.
Yeah, they're dark.
They're dark
much
as
more
shit.
darker.
Dude, they're
Don't
dark
the kids
as
in the original Hansel Gretel just get eaten?
Yeah, dude.
That's like the
none
only
of them
thing
have a
I
good
remember.
ending. None of them have a good ending.
They don't ever actually make it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh yeah, where they are shown the fluke with 6 holes, where they are shown living in a barren rock-covered place known as Cursed Land.
Well, you know what the big takeaway was from all those fucking fairy tales, right?
What's that?
Don't go into the woods.
Well, that's probably where people lost most of the kids, I guess, back then, huh?
Right?
Especially to dogs.
No, the wolves and whatnot, right? Like Little Red Riding Hood. Think about how fucked up that story is.
Yeah, that whole...
And I think Little Red Riding Hood doesn't have a story where, like, the woodsman saves grandma, right?
They
don't cut grandma out of the wolf's belly and she's, like, back to normal, right?
She should have been packing that little kid, running around the woods by herself.
Right?
It's kind of weird when you do look at that stuff as a whole and realize how morbid it all is. We need better stories. That's why we have Blue's Clues now.
Well, we don't have that anymore.
Tell them about the Blue's Clues that we watched earlier.
No, that wasn't even real Blue's Clues.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even going to talk about that. But that wasn't.
Not talking about
then
that
you have
one.
fucked up things like the Teletubbies.
Okay, I've heard the conspiracies about that crazy shit.
I don't know what the conspiracies are. I just think it was demented.
Oh.
I just think
there's
it's
all these weird stories about how there's supposed to be certain things, and there's these symbols of the whatever on their characters and the weird triangles and
listen, dude. Look, they've been sneaking demented shit into kids' stuff forever. Like you
I
know,
think it's mostly
Disney...
to get the parents' attention.
No, but I mean, come on. You know how Disney got busted sneaking pictures of dicks into covers on their fucking movies,
Get
right?
the fuck out of here. That can't be.
Dude,
I know.
You never
all
saw
of
the
those.
Castle in the Little Mermaid
I've
with the
seen 'em
giant
all.
penises all over it?
Yeah.
And
I've
they are
seen 'em all.
clearly penises.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We're going into left field again. Disney has a Pride Day. There's just nothing.
Oh, now you just got political.
That's not that's not even supposed to be politics.
No, but anyway.
It's all politics.
Take me
now.
somewhere else, Tyler. I don't know.
Well,
tell me something you don't know about.
So I was trying to find the Smurf origin. I can't find it. It says it might be French, which is definitely not good for us because they're French.
Oh, because they're French?
Well, this is why. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you've never heard one of those fucking Smurfs speak French.
Never.
No.
Not once.
So that's conspiracy right there.
Okay.
Conspiracy 101.
You know what? People talk a lot of shit about the French, but I will say this. The United States wouldn't exist if it weren't for the French.
Oh.
They saved our ass during the Revolutionary War. General Lafayette showed up with troops and guns, and he helped us beat the fucking English. By the way, do you know how old Lafayette was when he did that?
How old?
19.
Well, that's back when 19-year-olds did cool things. Okay? We don't have any of those right now.
What about that chick that sailed across the ocean all by herself at like 17?
Oh,
sailed
come
across
on.
the Pacific Ocean.
We weren't even there with her. She probably went in, she went out the water 50 miles, got picked up by a plane, got dropped off on the other side. Bada bing, bada boom.
Dude, as a parent, your daughter's like, hey, I know you taught me how to sail. I'm going to take her sailboat and I'm going to sail from New Zealand to California. You don't mind, do you?
You don't have to worry about paying for college. That's all I'm saying.
God damn, bro.
Would
you let your 17-year-old do that? Or 15-year-old or however. Let's say she was 14, because I can't remember. Your 14-year-old was like, can't even legally drive a car. It's like, I'm going to sail this boat across the ocean.
Do we know that they're good enough to sail? Like, do we know as a parent they have the skill set and we're just making an educated choice here? Or is this a only moral dilemma? Or are we like, oh, I'm not sure if you know how to do that yet type of thing? Because if they don't know how to do it, obviously we can't let them.
They're 14-year-olds I can't trust to make scrambled fucking eggs.
Yeah.
Take this boat, have at it.
But you and I know
sail the most treacherous stretch of ocean next to the Cape of Good Hope.
But you and I both know that there's some that could get it done.
Hold on. Okay, but here on the flip side of the coin, if something terrible happened to your daughter,
it'd be horrible.
You're 100% legally responsible for that.
Oh yeah,
and morally responsible for that.
Well, they probably didn't care. When was that one story? Is that recent?
Probably 10 years ago.
Oh,
she was like the youngest person to sail across like.
So basically, the Coast Guard followed behind her for fucking 20 miles.
No, nothing. See ya.
Well, she has a sat phone. It's not that crazy.
Dude, people go crazy in isolation for 2 weeks.
Right. Now, what's she doing?
You're sailing across in a sailing boat, not a motorboat, a sailing boat.
Yeah. How long did it take her?
3 weeks, maybe.
That's a quick vacation. Could you handle 3 weeks by yourself?
In an ocean that's merciless, and when storms kick up, they're gonna smash your boat into smithereens.
Sure.
No, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
I'm all right, Mr. Shark Diver. Yeah,
I'm just saying, people make some wild choices and let their kids do wild things. But yeah,
we're not even getting on that pole.
No.
The Benadryl TikTok. Kids taking 10 pieces of Benadryl to see the Hat Man. Get the fuck out of here,
dude. This is a crazy.
What is wrong with you? Stop doing things on TV, dummies.
Stop following these challenges. These stupid fucking TikTok challenges.
Whatever. I did see that fucking dorky meme, whatever video the other day of like, I miss when tricks were like this, and it's that broad riding the bike and they set up a race behind her and they set up a finish line when she doesn't realize it, and then they get her across finish line, they're interviewing her like she won a bike race. That shit's hilarious.
Oh, kind of like the guy passed out and he woke up in a coffin in a church and they were holding a ceremony, right?
Those tricks are great. We should stick with those.
Those are much better.
Yeah, than the ones we got going on now. Benadryls, Tide Pods. Next, it's going to be bolts of lightning.
Lighting yourself on fire with lighter fluid. Remember that one?
Wait a minute. I did that one before TikTok. What are you talking about?
They're telling kids to squirt lighter fluid all over themselves and light it on fire, and the kids were doing that dumb shit.
If you use alcohol, it's much safer.
No, none of it's safer.
Alcohol's fine. Only the alcohol burns.
No. Oh.
I've lit a lot of friends on fire like that.
Yeah, and people get burned.
Shout out to my boy, Marky Mark. He was my favorite to light on fire. He'd freak out sometimes and his arms would be aflame. And he'd have this hoodie that he used to wear all the time that we'd light on fire. And one time he freaked out and was on fire on both arms, and he was fucking swinging. And these arms are fire arms are flying up and down. He looked like a phoenix trying to take off from the yard.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bro, and he fucking whacked himself in the face. So he fucking swinging, kaboom! The fucking sleeve fire hits him right in the face, like knocks him on the ground. And then that's when he was able to roll finally and put himself out.
Considering hoodies are mostly made with synthetic fibers,
Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't have like second-degree burns all over his
No,
fucking
man.
arms.
Good to go.
What is wrong? Go. He was good to go. It's okay, kids.
Yeah, don't try that at home. Base Boys podcast does not condone any of this behavior, lighting people on fire. We were professionals, supervised by other professionals, and such alikes. Please don't fucking light each other on fire.
That's not a funny thing.
No, unless you're in high school and you live here and there's nothing to do.
That's how you pass time.
It's pretty funny.
No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, moving on. Not lighting our friends on fire. Check this one out. Police raid a dealer's vehicle, find 10K of cocaine, heroin, and an adorable lamb.
What, the guy was shipping? He had a lamb in his car?
Yep, a lamb.
Why?
I don't know. Didn't say.
Is that why the cops pulled him over? They're like, what the fuck's this guy doing with a lamb in his car?
Imagine that's how you get popped. A lamb.
You're the worst mule ever.
Bro, why would you? No.
You sure it wasn't a truck?
No, the lamb was sitting in the front seat with the dude eating McDonald's. Yeah, you got a baby lamb sitting in his fucking front seat, man.
Somebody ratted him out.
Probably.
Right. This asshole's got a baby lamb and it's not even seat belted in.
Oh, goodness. Could you imagine? Imagine that's your pet.
That sounds like a meth head to me. That's some meth head shit.
Where the hell does a meth head get 10K worth of cocaine?
I don't know.
Where does a meth head get 10K? Aren't they buying in like 20s?
Bro, they're super productive people.
Yeah, let's see. At digging holes, picking their hair, and
stealing copper.
Stealing copper. Yeah, okay, there you go. Exactly. What else you got?
They're pretty industrious.
We watch The Wire. We know what happens.
I knew a guy that used to hire crackheads to do demo work on constructions.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, he goes, listen, man, you'd be surprised what 10 motivated crackheads with sledgehammers can accomplish.
Can you imagine the liability on that when you get caught? Holy shit.
What's the liability?
Like he comes over, he's like, Mr. Samsonite, I'm the city inspector. Today's random check day.
Are you a union worker?
I've noticed, first of all, I spoke to some of your employees. Most of them
are day workers.
Don't have IDs. At least 4 of them aren't wearing shoes. There's about 1,000 safety violations, and I'm pretty sure 2 of them were outside smoking something that did not smell like cigarettes out of a very large piece of glass.
Or a bent up soda can.
Right. Like, what the fuck, bro? How do you explain that?
I don't know.
What do you, me personally, you just get in Photoshop and makes up some papers that says, hey, you're offering jobs to criminals through this fucking charity. Right? And nobody's going to bother you, maybe. At least if you can get that fucking guy out of the building to go call somebody, you can just get rid of these motherfuckers.
Get the fuck out of here. Here's your $10. Get the fuck out of here.
Call the regular crew back the next day, and then they all have licenses or whatever.
The funniest story I heard in the past week.
Fuck.
In this neighboring city, apparently there's a crackhead that lives under these stairs of this building.
Oh, God.
And they call the crackhead Harry Potter.
Oh, my God.
And they say, yeah, Harry Potter just sits under the stairs and smokes crack all day.
Are you? Oh, Jesus. If you're a fan of Harry Potter, please write the show. I want to know. Joe Skelly's wearing his Harry Potter Vans right now.
Oh, God. Weren't you the one that was telling me that fucked up story about Harry Potter?
About how it's about Nazis?
Yeah, about how it's about Nazis?
Yeah, it is, though.
Well, explain it.
It's about the rise of the Nazis.
Explain it.
No, I'm joking. No, we're not.
Weren't you with like
we don't talk about this
There was
stuff.
that secret group.
Come on, bro. It's a bunch of Death Eaters. They all show up whenever they want. 5 of them instill fear into everybody.
Right.
Come on, bro. I mean, it was unrealistic, but it was really unrealistic when fucking 10 dudes showed up and everyone was scared. I'm like, you got 4,000 soccer fans. Listen, I'm not even a little bit British at all. I don't care what the Brits do. They can do what they want. We already shame them a little, so I'm good, you know. But I would imagine if 10 motherfuckers showed up at a rugby competition
or a soccer
or
match,
a football match
right?
and caused problems,
Oh, they'd catch the beatdown of a lifetime.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Listen, you have fans that are willing to burn down entire cities.
Right. Burn cars down, whatever. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So you're telling me that when 12 motherfuckers showed up, by the way, there's parents in the audience, right, who work for the Ministry of Magic. So right off the rip, I'm like, dude, I'll bust your ass and crack you so hard. And when you're dead, they can come get your fucking body. Right. I'm going to tell them, fuck you, guy.
Don't come to my
I work
Quidditch
for the
match.
right. Don't come to my soccer game and fuck my shit up. Right? So that was the part where she lost me because 12 dudes show up. They put their sign in the sky. Get the fuck out of here with your sign. It's magic, bro. I'd have put a penis on top of that dragon's, that skull head with the snake. Get the fuck. Turn that snake into a penis. Boom. Big old set of balls right on the forehead. Dude, listen, let's not even be nasty because we just said there were kids in the audience. Let's go back. Let's bring it back. Throw me a shadow of balls across that fucking picture. Wabammy, right? The kids know. Yeah. That's the magic term. Wabammy. All right. Balls in the sky. Okay. That's first. Now they're demoralized.
Right.
All right. Right. And then I'm like, get your fucking fat ass out there. Let's kill some fucking 12 guys.
Right.
You're telling me 12?
They would not make it out of. They wouldn't make it out of a football match, bro.
Right.
They wouldn't even make it to the entrance.
They're like, oh, they were throwing tents here. There were people screaming. There was panic. Bro.
No.
10 homies needed to walk out and down those fools instantly. And then later on in the movie, and we're talking about the movie. I read all the books, but in the movie, it's like a little crackhead. Okay. By the way, Hunter Biden, just chill out. Of course, it's the son of some big fucking security dude.
Right.
Who's out there and he's like a little crackhead. And I'm like, bro, come on. You think the British would let you do that to their game?
No.
They might not care that, the war's lost, but they're not letting you get on their game. There's no fucking way, bro.
No.
That's when she lost me.
Let's talk about how inventive the British are. I love this because we're talking about soccer hooligans.
Right.
Have you ever heard of the Millwall brick?
No.
So, because of all these beatdowns that used to take place in these football matches, right?
Right.
Security was like patting everybody down, making sure no weapons came in.
Right, of course.
So the British were like, we got a plan for this.
Okay.
So they were sneaking in they were bringing in newspapers.
Yeah, roll them up.
So they would take these newspapers, roll them up, fold them over, go in the bathroom and piss all over them.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So that they would get dense and hard as fuck.
And then they smell bad, too, and you're
then
shaming the shit out of that dude.
Beating the fuck out of each other.
And
it's called the Millwall brick. Really? And then they got inventive and started rolling up dimes.
Oof.
Smacking
now you
each
made
other.
it dirty.
Smacking each other with newspapers rolled up and pissing dimes and just beating fools down with them.
Rubber bands.
Yep.
A little bit of piss in that magazine and you're good to go.
Oh yeah, dude.
Even if you don't win the fight, homeboy got your urine on his face.
Oh, dude.
Going home smelling like my piss, homie.
I was watching That's the
way.
It wasn't like the White Rabbit show or what was it?
What the
Mythbusters.
Fuck is
It was the follow-on show to Mythbusters.
Okay.
It was all the young people on Mythbusters started a new show called the White Rabbit series, right?
That's weird and creepy, but
sure. It wasn't them.
Is
it was
that a
somebody
play on the Matrix?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't want to know either.
So it was a show like that, and they're like, let's test how effective the Millwall brick is, right?
Get the fuck
So they made
out
one,
of
and they
here.
were beating metal drums.
Wait. Did they have our homeboy snake neck pee boy come up to pee on it?
No, I don't know who. I think they just soaked it in water. I don't think they used actual
lame
urine. Dude, and these guys were beating like paint cans in half and shattering mason jars and all kinds of other shit without the dimes in it.
How do they get it to dry? Like a little bit is fine, but if you go too much and go overboard, it ruins the paper. So how were they doing it?
I'm not quite sure. I just know that's what they started out with dry newspapers and they're let's get a little bit wet and see what happens. And they got super dense and super heavy.
Right.
And that's what they were using them as clubs.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm all about overcome and adapt to your situation.
Right. Well, they did. They started making bombs and stabbing more motherfuckers. So that's why they tried to ban kitchen knives.
Oh, well.
Oh, my.
Well,
that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
So, look, and listen, they were the ones that came up with the exploding rats in World War II.
Dude, I'm not saying the Brits can't fight. They can fight.
Think about
fight.
this. Think about this.
But
think about how
they're
big.
on some dumb shit sometimes.
Think about how big your balls had to be to become a bobby cop in England,
Oh, hell no.
right?
Dude, imagine being a cop and showing up anywhere where everyone has a better weapon than you.
No.
What the fuck?
Dude, you had to be able to throw hands.
Right.
Right back in, like, if you were a
Oh,
Bobby,
yeah.
you had to be able to throw hands, dude.
But that was everybody for cops anyways. The problem is that when our cops got upgraded to tasers and everything else, they're still throwing hands. That's what it is.
Right.
They're probably the tougher ones today. As
like
far
they would go to football matches and just get into straight up beat downs with folks, bro.
Right. That's why, again, lady who claims to be from Britain who wrote Harry Potter, apparently you never been to a fucking football game, broad. Because you fucked up. You fucked on an entire culture.
Right.
You fucked on an entire culture. Listen, if you're a rugby fan or a football fan from Britain and you read Harry Potter, let me the fuck know.
Look.
Because she fucked on all of you.
They're football firms, right? As they call their groups.
Oh, is that what they're called?
They're called firms.
Oh.
Right?
Not teams anymore.
No, not the teams. I'm talking about their fans.
Oh.
The team's fans
are called firms.
Their organizations are called firms.
Can we call our fans firms?
No, you don't want to cross that line.
I'm missing something here, but let's just keep going.
So these football firms, when their teams would play other countries in Europe, right, would caravan to those countries.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about diehards.
Dude, like, but I'm talking about thousands of diehards.
You're talking about Kenobi. We need thousands of Kenobi. We're going to need clone troopers.
Right.
Kenobi, handle it.
Right.
Get us in with your piece.
But I'm telling you, like, these guys would just roll in, like, well, we're gonna road trip to Poland this weekend and fist fight the whole town.
Yeah, I believe it.
Dude, they're wild.
Those are
fucking wild.
Those are humans.
Right.
Real ones.
Watch a movie called Green Street Hooligans.
Not computer hooligans.
Yeah, or watch the movie called The Football Firm. Oh, yeah. You want to see about that life.
I'll watch that. I like that.
Those are crazy ass movies. The Green Street Hooligans is about an American who goes to live in England and starts rolling with a firm.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think it's Tobey Maguire to be exact.
Can we do that? Are we getting too old for that?
Yeah, I don't
We're
think
just pulling red card?
Just
red card.
Just red carding everybody.
Bass Boys podcast is only here for documentation.
Right, and you'd be getting punched in the face, bro.
Oh,
the moment that red card came out, somebody would punch you.
Yeah, we wouldn't pull it out there. I'm pulling the red card in the studio right now so we don't leave. Red card. No hooligans.
Yeah.
We don't do hooligans. This is a what do they call that now? Stress-free zone or carefree nap zone? I don't know. Special zone?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. This is a Walmart aisle.
Timeout cards.
Ooh. Dude, I don't want to be in a Walmart aisle. Never mind.
I need a timeout.
I take my time. I take it back. We're not talking about. All right, let's talk about one more thing before we gotta sign off for the night here. I want you to talk about it because I kind of might have misunderstood this, and it's been a week or so.
All right.
Tell me about the birds.
About how they're not real?
No, not fucking Christ.
And how they're fucking drones?
Not that
and
one.
They sit on the power lines to charge up?
Tell me about how to tell them how to identify a real bird.
I don't know. Maybe you lost me and I don't remember. I had jiggle brains about 2 weeks ago. So
what was she telling us?
Who?
About the birds, the car window.
Oh,
or the window. This got it. You tell it because I'm a little bit fuzzy now, so I don't have enough words in my brain to say it. I'm too drunk.
You're talking about the mutual friend who was telling us how they have a bird.
She needs a code name
that comes up and humps the glass window in their house and just blows its load all over the window.
Yes.
And I'm like, you sure it's not shitting on your window?
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, it got inside the car because the car window was down and it was like banging the car window and blew its load all over the inside of the car.
Dude, is that a thing?
I don't know, bro.
But she was saying that's why there's liquids on the windows sometimes.
She was like, it's what'd she say? It spunked all over the window, or cummed all over the window, or something like that.
And
it was the most outrageous shit I ever heard in my life.
Banging into the window, but she said there was a consistent one who was like hitting the same spot all the time.
Yeah.
Homeboy's meeting up on a mirror with somebody, or so he thinks.
Or maybe.
That's one of the flattest fucks he's ever had.
Yeah, I guess, dude. It's the craziest story I've ever heard in my life. She's
Imagine
if it came all over the inside of the car.
Right. And what did she say? She's like, She said something like, we moved the car and then he went after the same window or something goofy like that.
I was like, you sure that's just not bird shit all over the inside of your car?
She's gonna make you come correct next time we're down there.
I know.
You're gonna need fireworks just to ward that off.
No, let's not talk about all that.
Oh,
I don't know. If you have any knowledge about birds banging windows and leaving their DNA there, write the show. You can go to BaysBoysPodcast.com and you go write the show, click on that tab and send us an email. Tell us all about this phenomenon. And here I am thinking they're all drones. Apparently there's at least one that's not.
There's at least one bird jizzer. Maybe he's a drone that's made to think you. He's made to make you think, man, my fucking words today.
That it's real?
Yes, thank you.
It's a red herring.
I'm a real boy.
Oh, God. I can't even believe you just linked that with that. Dude.
It's fucked up.
I think we're
drones everywhere.
I think we're a little fucked.
We can't. No.
I think we need to sign off before this gets even more fucked.
Thank you to all of our subscribers. Welcome.
Hey, and once again, we need to thank NotJoeRogansPodcast.com for supporting this show.
Go to NotJoeRogansPodcast.com. Get some of their merch. They have great merch.
They're pretty funny, those fucking guys.
I think they're sold out, though. Anyways, congratulations to all of you. Thank you for checking in on the podcast. Shout out to our friends that listen out in the other states and other countries.
Hey, yeah. Hey, England, email us. We'll send you some stickers.
Bro, don't tell them that. I already got fucked the other day on some shipping that I didn't realize. I am not good at eBaying. I think we made $3 on a fucking $40 shipped item. I was like, oops, this is a fucking common practice here. We really got to go back to street peddling because this is fucking horrible. We're not good on the internet.
Listen, we're not supposed to lose money on eBay.
Yeah, we're just giving away shit.
Oh, God, that's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, so there's that. Anyways, let's move on.
97 seconds.
Bays Boys Podcast everywhere and nowhere at the same time.